Hey guys, this is just going to be a review of what we did on Zoom. So just in case some of you weren't able to get on there, you have no excuses because it's up on YouTube. So we are looking at, what do we call this? Do you remember what this is called? I think I heard some of you say it. It's called the bar graph, right? Bar graph, because look at these. What do they look like? They're bars, okay? So this is our bar graph that helps us to be able to determine and recognize how much as we go through it. So as we look at our bar graph, for our bar graph today, we are obviously looking at the books, number of books read in November. And I know you probably can't see it as clearly, but it says books read in November. Now, when we look at this bar graph, is this a vertical bar graph or a horizontal bar graph? So it is a, most of you I think said, vertical bar graph. When it goes up and down, that is vertical. If it was horizontal, it'd be going across this way, right? So this is a vertical bar graph. And we have on the side, what is this called? These numbers. That's our scale. Very good. I heard some of you. Our scale on the side tells us 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Then at the bottom, what is our bottom? The label. Very good. So we have our title, our scale, and our labels. Our labels just so happen to be names. So we've got Tim, we've got Lewis, we've got Luke, Aaron, and Kate. And we are figuring out the number of books that they read in November. How many books does the space between each line represent? So when we're looking from here to here to here, how many spaces are, or how many books does each space represent? If we're counting, we count by, what did we just do? By 2, so that represents 2 books. Where on the graph do we start counting? From the bottom or the top? Right, we start at the bottom because the 0 is on the bottom, and then we count going up by 2s, 0 to 10. So, how many books did Tim read? And I know you probably can't see it that well. Tim is the very first one. I'm going to move this by itself. So how many books did Tim read? Yikes. Okay, where is it? There we go. Can you tell? It goes all the way to here. So what would that be? Yes, it would be Tim read 10 books. Very good. What about Kate? Kate is here. How many books did Kate read? I don't know if you can see that. So we would have to go to Kate, and we'd have to go all the way across and see what she read, which would be 6 books for Kate. Okay. Who read the most books? Oh, I'll show it to you here. Well, we already know, right? Tim read the most. Then who read the least? Sorry, I know it's not very clear. So, yes, this one right here, which is Erin, she read the least amount of books. How many books did she read? That's only 1 square, so she only read 2 books. How many more books did Tim read than Erin? Because we just said that Erin read, I'm sorry, I'm going to move you down. Sorry, my finger's in the way. We said that Erin read 2, Tim read 10. How many more books did Tim read than Erin? Yes, 2, 4, 6, 8. So we could see that there's a difference of 8 books more that Tim read than Erin. So that's a very important thing. Now, we have one, Luke, where there's nothing here. Well, there's nothing there because I want you to help me figure out where I should put his number of books. So Luke read 5 books. Where should I put it? So I want you to shout at the screen so I can hear you when you can tell me where 5 is. So is that right? Should I put it here? No, right? Because that's 2. What about here? That, right. What about here? No, wait, that's not right? Shouldn't, oh, that's 6. But what did we say? Has to be 5. So what should I do? Move it down? Okay. Move it up? Okay. Wait, what? Oh, I think I heard some of you move it to the middle, right? Because in between my 4 and my 6, that's where 5 is going to be. So I'm going to cut it off here so that way I can have the right fit for it. And I'll stick it where you told me, which was in between the number 4 and 6. And that shows me that Luke read 5 books. Now there's one more right next to Luke where it's in the middle. So if we know that this is 5, what is this going to be? 6. And so how many did Aaron read? Or no, wait, I missed a name. Sorry, I missed a name at the end. So Aaron read, she didn't read 2, she read 7. Kate read 2, and then we have a no name that read the 6. Sorry about that. So we have Aaron that read 7, Luke read 5. So when it's in between, then we count by ones because we were counting by 2s. So think carefully through those graphs as we do them. Now, the other thing that I wanted to do, so this was going to be a really quick video because I just wanted to go over that graph with you to make sure that you knew and remembered and understood how that works. And then for today's math page, the very first thing on page 113 is a listening skills question that you are going to solve inside the little crab, okay? So you have to show your work in the crab. Listen carefully. So you're going to be famous, Liam, today, okay? Liam saw 12 ghost crabs at the beach, but 8 of them ran away before he could show his brother. Sorry, they gave you a brother, Liam. How many ghost crabs did Liam show his brother? So I will read it one more time only, okay? Liam saw 12 ghost crabs at the beach, but 8 of them ran away before he could show his brother. How many ghost crabs did Liam end up showing his brother? So work that in the workspace and write the answer to that. Think carefully, okay? Then you're going to go to section 2. So finish filling that in. Should be able to do that fairly easily, I would think. Then you're going to go to section 2. You're writing the quotients. Okay, all you have to do is just write the answers in there. Section 3 is where you are going to divide and check. So you are going to make sure to do your 5 steps of division. Even if you are at home, you have to do the 5 steps of division. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. Have to do them every single time I say 5 steps of division. Divide, multiply, subtract, compare, bring down. Your parents are going to tell me if you did or if you didn't, and I can see you. I can. So look carefully. Now look at letter A, because remember, we look at our first digit in our dividend and we look to see how many 5s can go into 4. So if I have 4, how many groups of 5 do I have? That number, 0, is what is the placeholder right above the 4. So make sure you do that first. So you put that 0 right above the 4, right? So I'm doing it in chalk, so I know it's going to be a little bit harder to see. I'm trying to make it bigger, but we've talked about this. So you know how many 5s go into 4? 0. Then we still have to multiply our pickle. 0 times 5 equals 0. We bring it underneath so we can subtract. 4 minus 0 equals 4. Compare. 4 is less than 5. Bring down the 5. Now we have our new number, which is 45. Now we figure out 45 divided by 5. So we have our number, which we remember we said it's the same one. 45 divided by 5, count by 5s until you say the number 45, or make 45 marks and circle every group of 5. But I think you should know 45 divided by 5 equals 9. The answer always goes on the top. Then I multiply 9 times 5, 45, subtract 0, compare, nothing left to bring down, so we're done except for checking. And checking is taking my quotient times my divisor, multiplying them together to see if it equals my dividend. Okay, so think carefully through that. I know that you know how to do those. Then follow the signs for section 4. Write the missing factor for section 5, and then you've got your little Pac-Man for section 6, greater than, less than, or equal to. Then use your line graph. And then don't forget to do the homework section. Yes, even though that's not homework, it still is homework. So do that section as well, writing your 6 multiplication table on a separate sheet of paper. Make sure you're writing it all out. You write out 0 times 6 equals 0, 1 times 6, because that's the only way that you're learning the whole thing, okay? So write the whole problem out so that you're not just memorizing 6, 12, 18, 21, or 24, you know. I want you to know what 8 times 6 equals. Remember, 2 times 6 equals, so write it out. And so do that, and then it's divide and check again. So work carefully on this page. If you are not doing it with us, we'll do them in class together on Zoom. So if you're not on Zoom, then make sure that you are watching this carefully. But the rest, that we'll be doing that on Zoom, so you'll be able to work that with me. All right, that's all that we're going to do for today for math. So have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you in another video. All right, bye guys.